just gonna talk today about white supremacy, yeah, but in the aspect of the African continent. Because the thing about this African continent is that the white man is the one who established this continent as a continent. Not that it's inappropriate according to the shape of the overall land. That is a continent just like Europe, just like Asia, just like North America, just like Australia. It is a continent, yes. But the way this man established this continent is that he made it one nation to suit his evil agendas of making colony an easy job for him. He made it a nation, and this is how he's always treated this continent as a nation. He has no respect for the individual people there. The individual tribes, they're all Africans, they're all black skin. This is done in traditional white man to suit his wicked agenda of colonization here. So that he can easily go around stealing natural resources. He can easily go around treating everyone the same, establishing white supremacy everywhere, because everyone is the same. There is no distinct, because if you deal with everybody according to who they are, it's gonna be a problem, because they all have their cultures, they all have their religions, they all have their education systems, they all have their medical systems, they all have their way of doing things here. So you're going to find wall and block letters as you go from different tribal territories to another. But when you turn them into one big black nation, then the job is easy for you. This is exactly what the white man did here for himself and his benefit. But since this white man has made this continent really a nation in the way he treats this continent and his people as a nation, a black nation basically, like I mentioned before, the word African is something the white man came with to describe black skin color. That's not a nation, that's not a culture, that's not a language, that's not even an ethnic group, it's a skin color. This is what the white man named the continent based on skin color. And this is what he's been calling people based on skin color. You don't have identities no more, you don't have your own religions no more, you are just black in everything. You have a black language, black skin, black culture, black religion, black, blah, 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 blah. You don't exist as an individual. You are just black. This is what the white man did. And just talking about white supremacy, because white man's power is about being mighty and supreme. So if you're going to be so powerful and dominant that no one exists here, what is the force? What is the sacrificial fuel? Because this is what it works in sorcery. You don't just rise from nowhere in the position that Europe was before, full of poverty. All these problems African continent has struggled with, and these white men and women have no problem pointing out and talking about non-stop that Africa is just full of diseases, is full of poverty, is full of backwardness, political inequality, corruption. These are all the problems of Europe before they took the glory of the African continent. In fact, it was the complete opposite. Before this white man and his household invaded out there and took everything upstairs, physically and spiritually, it was the European continent who was having all these problems. They just transfer it up to you because they took your shine, your glory, your everything here and gave you their problems, basically. This is witchcraft done. Anybody who understands witchcraft, this is nothing from personal, individual situations here. You can do this to someone individually, but these people have done it on a continent versus continent, nation versus nation. That's the only difference here, but it's the same thing, the same policy, the same strategies, the same methods here. Living up someone, making someone's life and existence your sacrifice. You're driving fuel for life. This is what these white men and women have been doing. That's not even enough. They even made the black skin a curse. In fact, this is deception. Because what they really did in a white supremacy curse situation here is that they selected skin color like this, jet black skin. This is what they assigned to the African continent. and that's supposed to be a cut skin versus their white skin being a blessing and a privilege here. Now you tell me how many people in the African continent even have this kind of skin color? How many people in the African continent even have this kind of skin color? The majority don't, we know that. The majority of African people in Africa don't even have this kind of skin color. But this is what this white man did to make his white skin a privilege, and the best he can then depend on his skin color to promote his witchcraft, basically. That based on the skin color, which was the mark of the witchcraft he did, that he's superior, above, not excellent, and the best, the mark will be his skin color. So you look at his skin color, you kind of like being hypnotized under this witchcraft, because everything this man does forth, you're gonna uplift and praise because there's a witchcraft on the skin color. And he did it versus this kind of black skin, and the majority of Africans don't even have this kind of skin. So this one's gonna apply to the majority of people in the African continent here. But he has now forced this curse upon everyone with black skin, even the mixed race, and even in the USA we have caramel skins here, and they're still treated according to the curse this man put on this jet black skin here. You tell me now, which slave descent in the USA even have this kind of skin color? They don't have this kind of skin color, they don't even have my kind of tone anymore. These people are literally caramel and brownies. They look more like Asians, really, skin tone wise. If you just look at the skin color, not the future, so you would say more, this is somewhere in Asia, yeah? But these white man and woman still treat these African Americans as this. It doesn't apply to them because they don't have this jet black skin. Yeah, but this is what this white man did, that he's to force this on literally everyone. Yeah, something that doesn't even apply to them, please. And what this white man has done to the African continent as a whole is exactly what was done to me, just on an individual situation. Because what I'm saying here, that what this will be focused on, the witchcraft against me, is basically treating me as if I am the African continent. It's like everything they have been doing and do the African continent, if you're supposed to do it to one person, what would it be look like? That's exactly how my life has been. I'm the representative as an individual person of the afflictions and evil of the African continent. You paint my skin jet black when my skin is jet black. This is what you did with African people, because how many African people even have the skin color here? But you have painted them jet black and put them under a curse that doesn't even represent them. You paint my skin jet black, my skin is jet black. I'm very brown and caramel-like, really, if you think about it. My original skin color is actually very caramel-like. Even now as an adult, we're not talking as a child. When they kidnapped me, I was really a white kid, almost. But now as an adult, when my skin returned to what it is very much brown caramel tone here. Yeah? So when this guy painted jet black, I was very much white when he did this to me because I was a baby. Yeah? But you did that to the African continent, you did that to me. I'm representing Africa here on an individual basis. Every relationship in this lifetime is just deceptive, dodgy, dishonest. It's not exactly the relationship you West people have with the African continent. It's very dodgy, it's very deceptive, dishonest, and it's not genuine friendships. I am the African continent. You even go around manipulating everyone else to hate on Africans, indoctrinating with your racism and white supremacy, and then now you have the audacity to put fingers and say, oh, the Chinese are racist, the inner racist, but they are just doing everything you told them about us, man. Because why is it that these people are saying the exact same thing you still say and have been saying to us and about us? You taught them that. This is exactly what you've been doing in my situation, white man and white woman. You teach everyone here to hate on me, to scorn on me, to treat me the way you have decided to treat me based on you experimenting me as an individual human being of the continent here. This is the same thing here. To change my body, you want to destroy my beauty. This is what you've been doing in Africa as well. You destroy nature, you spirit with nature, this hard desert wasn't like that before. Now you're having a pile of mountain over countries that covers a range of nations here. You've been doing the same with my body, You put scars on me here and there. Whenever I just burn myself a little bit here, you do witchcraft and make it a scar, like this one here. Like this one here. This is intentionally done. That just because I burn myself while baking, these people not do witchcraft to make a big scar out of it. This is something you be doing all the time. Like for example with my teeth. Just because I did a failure in teeth whitening once upon a time, they now turn my teeth yellow really. They didn't go far, but like there was once upon a time where my teeth was literally turning yellow. And this was straight after I had gone for a teeth whitening treatment. This is witchcraft. They did that intentionally so that I will think that I used the wrong whitening product here, but it's witchcraft and it's permanent. Supposed to be anyway, but once I detoxed my body, the problem went away. The same thing with my eyes. They tried to make my eye completely yellow to look like I have a liver disease here, something I never had. This is all witchcraft because once I detox my body, my eye color returned normal. If this is actually a real disease, detox is not going to cleanse me of that disease. I need real medical attention, yeah? This is all witchcraft. You do the same to the African continent. You change their nature. You inflict problems on them. You make them ugly, like you've been doing in my case. I don't have the right to be beautiful and attractive. You do the same thing with African continent. You make them ugly. You give them problems you don't have. You destroy them. You curse them endlessly. The same thing you've been doing in my situation because you have made me a representative on an individual human basis, the African continent here. This is why these people have always been sending people to say Mama Africa to me. Because you have made me Africa on an individual human level. The same operation, the same evil strategy, the same evil force, the same witchcraft you've been throwing at the African continent, you'll be doing it to me on an individual basis. Africa, you don't have any friend with no one here because white man's your friend and the only friend you can have is the white man. That seems like the same thing within my situation here. Other non-white people, they cannot be my friends. Only white people will come to me with their wickedness. These are the same thing you do with African continent. Any relation with India, any relation with China, any relation with Cuba, any relationship with Qatar, any relation with Saudi Arabia, any relation with Jordan, you destroy all the relationships. Only you, the African continent, can have any relation with me. So that you can continue to do your evil. Basically, because that's all you do. And you now go around to these all other people who like to be friends with the African continent and point at the problems you created. Oh, look at them, they're poor. They can't even manage their resources. Just look at their politics. You created all that problems. You're behind all of it. You're the engineer and perfecter all that. And then now, when these people start imitating you, oh yeah, they're monkey, they have no IQ, they can't even use the resources, they're stupid. Then, oh, look at them, they're racist, they're not the only racist one here. You're the one creating everything, man. Right, man and woman. It's exactly the same thing you've been doing in my situation here. You're the one creating everything. And yet, you're always pointing fingers at everyone, even myself here, yeah? Basically. What is it again? You get free chat with people and your debt just increases. Tell me now. You mean to tell me if this Western nation didn't give you all these funds and charity that's supposed to be free help, you would be in any of these debt? Because tell me now, back in the day before this charity box situation became a norm in African nations, did you have any debts? It is after this became the norm here, you are now just sinking in debt and debt and debt because you're not supposed to give you anything because they're living off of you. Because when you have sacrificed another person's life, you don't give that person anything unless it's for you to take more from them. And that's exactly what they're doing. They give you these small charity boxes and they're stealing from you spiritually more of the things that they haven't stolen yet until you have nothing and they completely destroy the continent altogether. Because that is the plan, that they're going to completely destroy the African continent to non-existence by the end of it. Because that's where it's going, because they have sacrificed the entire continent, these people and everything for themselves. So this is not going to come to an end until they have literally wiped out the African continent from the map. That's just the plain truth. And And this is no different to the situation in my life here. I'm supposed to be tormented and afflicted until I'm dead and gone. Nowhere to find a face for death. Yeah, I am Africa on an individual basis. When if you're supposed to treat Africa as a human being, that's how you treat me, basically. Yeah, this is what's been going on, man. This is what's been going on here. The suffering and poverty of African continent. What is like? They go sightseeing. These are what they do. They go sightseeing. Like in Namibia, this is very visible. These white people, the Germans who live there, and these tourists, white who go there, when they go sightseeing to Namibia, one thing is to go through the slums. Go to these locations where these Namibians live without electricity, without water, without flushing toilet, in complete poverty. They go there right in their cars, and then it'll be like driving by, looking down on them because they're down there like cockroaches, looking down on them, sightseeing. Look at these poor Africans. This is what we've been doing. My situation here, driving past my tent, look at the nose on me. Yeah, she's still homeless. She have no roof over her head. She have no toilet. She have nothing here. Yeah, sightseeing me. When I'm begging, they simply deal with the buses and cars. Look at her. Yeah, she's down there. She's nothing. She's not even a word known society. Yeah, it's the same thing they've been doing in my situation because I am Africa as an individual. Yeah. This is exactly the same thing been going on here. What they do in Namibia, what they do in African countries, they go sightseeing in slums. They go sightseeing your poverty, your righteousness that they are responsible for. What they've been doing in my situation here. Checking, oh, she's still in a tent, yeah. Driving in the taxis, the fancy cars, things like that, looking at the nose. I mean, yeah, she's there. Rob sleeping in this tent, man. Yeah, she's there. Look at her. I'm in this car. I'm going to drive home in a comfortable sleeping bed. I'm going to have flushing time. I'm going to shower in a hot shower. I'm going to double bath. I'm going to cook meals. She don't have any of that. Yeah, I passed by here. Look at her. This is like the same thing they do in African countries here, especially in Namibia. It is very visible here. Driving past the slums, sightseeing, and even throwing candies at them. Yeah. It's exactly the same thing going on here, and these white people are proud to be here. They're happy because they are white, and Supremacy, they're evil and devilish to the core. And now all the focus here is to kill me because they're not working on me. These are the same thing on the African continent here. Because with all their witchcraft and all whatever they do here, because you're a continent, you're not an individual person, and it's impossible to turn China, to turn India, to turn Pakistan, to turn Saudi, to turn Qatar, to turn Cuba, Argentina, Brazil, and Morocco, and whoever else here against this collective. They cannot completely destroy you. But in my situation here, because I'm one person on my own, they have the power here and they do whatever it takes to turn over against me. Now they want to kill me. And what they do now, they go around tampering food in the grocery store. Every day I have to eat something supposed to kill me. And every time they feel they're disappointed and look at me with their noses down, biting their teeth, looking for me what I'm supposed to give a damn that you failed and murder me unjustly and unfair. Because why am I protected to begin with? Because why am I protected to begin with? Because what if you are doing is even righteous and right? I wouldn't be protected because the God I worship is a righteous judge. This is the righteous God. So he would not protect me if you are right in any way. But yet here you are having the audacity to still bite your tongue, bite your lips, bite your nose, and look at me for pity. You want to kill me unfairly, unjustly. You've got an entire environment, community, and population to do things have no business doing it. Every store has to come with food and drink here to kill me. And I eat it because you can't avoid it. Of course, I try to avoid it. I'm not going to eat it intentionally. But if I can't escape it, I'm going to eat it, man. And I've done it already. Many things I've drunk and eaten here that's supposed to kill me. But I'm still here because my God is a righteous God. And what people up to here, there's nothing righteous about it. But yet, you somehow still, I should give a damn about you failing in your wickedness here. I don't give a damn about you failing here. I honestly don't give a damn about you failing here. I don't give a damn about your future. I don't have anything to owe you. Nothing. I don't care about you one bit because you're just evil and wicked and shameless and ruthless in your whiteness here. Basically. You don't have anything to offer no one here. because everything you give to everyone comes with problems. This is globally, internationally. In a lot of you countries here, before you have certain problems, they exist before white man start giving you charity helps. I'm just saying, man, if you start looking at the history, this charity box white man gives from the people here, you see that once that start to increase, become the norm here, you start having certain problems here you have no business even having. You can't help no one because only he is mighty, supreme, and excellent and best here. No one else is supposed to be that you're just inviolable, etc. You should not even exist. You should just be wiped out completely. You shouldn't exist. You make existence be destroyed and everything else that is wicked so that they can be anything here. And they still have the audacity to think that I will survive all this, the ambulance driving every day, all the time around me, waiting for me to die because everything I eat and drink is supposed to kill me. Yeah? So the ambulance is literally waiting all the time 24/7 to pick my corpse. All these have to go through in the name of fighting to marry Prince William when I am the one who have the key for who he can be, the excellent, powerful king. This is all due to me. Because where is this man even showing any trace of that now with the woman he's with? Because if this was all Prince William, we should see that by now, shouldn't we? It's all due to me. This man's going to become whatever I said he can become. And I have no interest in fighting for this kind of future that is not just evolving around me fighting to even be there and survive, but once I even get there, I'm going to be responsible for things I have no business being responsible for. So I just have to clean up all your white supremacy shit and devilish around the world. I have to literally be your ambassador and advocate for all your white supremacy evil. The same very thing I had to literally suffer my life just to live at all. Now I have to fight, defend for you, and still I have to build you up with everyone else receiving back their resources and finances, and then I still have to clean up from scratch and build it up. Excuse me, forget that, I'm not going to do that. You find the excellent white woman to do that for you because it's her mess and her nation and her everything here. You get the white woman to do that for you, not me. Not me. You get the white woman to do that for you, not me. You already have Kate Middleton, so why you looking at me? Yeah, Kate Middleton, you respect her, you love her, she's a white woman. Yeah, get her to do the job, not me, man. Not me. I'm not going to stand up confronting Ethiopia and apologize to them about Alemayo. Sorry, Ethiopia, they stole your planes, your future king who could have done so much for your country. Britain refused to return home. They killed him because they wanted to be king. I'm so sorry, Ethiopia. Here is his remains, which shows that we poisoned him. We killed. Excuse me. I'm not even a part of society. I'm not white, so there's no way I can be a wee Britain, wee monarch here. This British Empire and Kingdom was excellent and flourishing with white woman in charge. But now that the power is gone and she's destroyed and have to give back everything and face the consequence, I am the one who have to clean up that mess and build up. And then once I'm there, still white woman who's going to profit off my hard labor. Because who's going to marry my son again? It's not the white woman. Because if we're going by bloodline, as my situation really means, this is a blood situation here. That'll be of the same bloodline. So tell me now, my son with this William, who is most likely going to be the woman to marry him according to blood? It's going to be a white woman. So I'm going to suffer all this and clean up the mess and everything and start up a perfect business for you just for the white woman again to enjoy it. Hey, forget it, motherfucking shit. So forget that. That's not going to happen. I got to it. Let the white woman clean up her mess. She enjoyed it. She flourished in it. She luxurized it. And she bathed in gold in it. Let her clean it and restore her enjoyment herself. Not me. Shit. But it's why people, they have this idea that you, the one they have been living off, you have been suffering, you receive nothing at all, is the one who still have the responsibility to deal with them, clean them, advocate for them, fight for them, and restore them, and then they can take over to enjoy the works of your hands after. These after you have suffered in their hands, because you have the dust to survive, you now have to clean up them and restore them, and then once you're dead, the person who's going to enjoy the works of your hand is still the white man and white woman. You're not getting that from me, man. You're not. Hey, you're not getting that from me one bit. Forget it, man. But that's just basically it for you guys.